Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my everyday makeup drawer for fall, but I thought I would film this a little bit differently and bring you guys along with me as I reorganize. My everyday makeup drawer is a disaster. Typically it does kind of get messy, which is why I typically do these videos like every few months. But it's never really been like this before. I have just been throwing the products back in there and it's kind of stressing me out. So I figured I would just take like an hour today, reorganize it, get everything clean and ready to go for the fall season and switch out my makeup. So I'm planning on shopping my stash, putting some new products in there, and I thought I would film just more of like a casual laid back video and show you guys what I'm planning on using for the fall season. This is all of my current everyday makeup. So typically I have this divided by sections. So I'll have like eyeshadow palettes over here, cheek products here, face products, more face products, and then eye products. Some of them are kind of in the area where they need to go. Some of them are not. Like I said, it is a complete disaster. There are too many products in here. So I want to go through and take out products I don't think I'll really reach for over the next few months. Now I do have a second drawer, which kind of acts as like overflow for my everyday makeup drawer. And again, we're going to get this under control. It's a mess right now, but sometimes it's just how it goes. So I have my go-to products, like my favorite eyeliners of the moment, my favorite lip liners. I have a bunch of lip glosses that I tend to reach for. And then over here, I have just lip glosses, lipsticks. My go-to lip liners, so these three containers don't really change. I just keep them in here for easier access. And then over here, I don't even, like this is just kind of things that don't fit in this top drawer because as the month goes along, I usually add products in. So right now I have some palettes in here. I think I have lashes back there. Okay, so I just moved the drawer over to the table where I film. I'm filming on a different camera. So I hope the lighting looks okay. I might have to mess with some of the settings, but I'm excited because it's smaller, it's portable, so I can film more casual style videos, which if you guys like this, I would love to film more videos like this in the future. So what I'm going to do right now is just take out the products that I don't think I need to keep in my everyday makeup drawer for the fall season. It doesn't mean that I don't like them unless I specifically say I'm going to declutter them. It just means I'm going to rotate them out, put them back in my makeup collection, and then replace them with something else that I'm excited to use. So back here I have a few eyeshadow palettes. I have the ColourPop Lil Ray of Sunshine palette, which is so pretty. It has like yellow matte tones. I have the Honey palette, and then I also have the Coast to Coral palette. I actually didn't reach for these a whole lot over the past few months. I feel like I've been keeping my eyeshadow pretty minimal, but I'm going to put them in this tray for now, put them back into my collection. I might end up putting them back, but I kind of want to reach for some like deeper smoky tones as we head into fall. Anything that I know that I'm keeping in my drawer, I'll probably just kind of set to the side. So I'm definitely going to keep the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder in my drawer. This is something that I use all the time. I'm also going to keep the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer in here. This is one of my favorite everyday primers. It just makes your skin look really smooth, but it also has a nice mattifying property. I am going to keep the Catrice True Skin Foundation in here as well. I think that this will actually be a really nice formula for the fall because it is mattifying, but it also looks a little bit more satin on the skin compared to other matte foundations I have. Back here, I have the Essence Pretty Natural Foundation. I really like this one, but since it kind of made its way accidentally to the back of my drawer, I haven't been using it a whole lot, so I am going to keep this in here as well. I'm going to take this one out for now. I really like this one. It's the Tula Face Filter Blurring Primer. And I feel like I might put this back in like late fall, early winter, but I've been using it a lot lately, so I do want to make room for something different. Where are all of my face primers? I have these three. Okay, I think this is all I have. So I really love the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. This is one that I'm going to keep in my drawer for now. I think it will be so nice for the fall because it does hydrate your skin, but it also locks your foundation into place. So even though fall is right around the corner, I feel like we still get those really hot summer days. So I do need something that's going to lock my makeup into place. I love the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, but I think I'm going to take this one out for now and then just kind of hang on to it for late fall, early winter. I've been using it a lot even during the summertime, but I think I'm going to focus on the Hard Candy one for now. I have a few cream bronzers in here. I've really been enjoying cream bronzer. They're just all over the place. So I'm going to take this one out. This one is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and this one is in the shade Feelin' Shady. It's kind of more of like a contour shade. I tend to wear this one more. This one is Tan Lines. So I think I'll keep tan lines in my drawer and take Feelin' Shady out. I've been using the Makeup by Mario one a ton. This one is in the shade Light. And I like this one because it's really long wearing, but I just got the new, or it's not new, it's new to me. I just got one from Milk Makeup that I'm excited to try out. So for now, I'm going to take this one out, but I think I'll keep the Persona bronzer in here. I have the shade Dune. This one's a little bit more creamy and blendable, so I feel like it's nice for everyday wear. Let's actually just keep going with cream cheek products. I think these are the only 3 left. So this one is the e.l.f. Electric Mood Face Palette. It has 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlighter. This is a really nice formula. I think if you're new to cream cheek products or you're kind of intimidated by them, you might like this one because it's very beginner friendly, really blendable. You can build it up. So I am going to keep this one in here because I don't have a lot of cream blushes in my collection, so I want to keep using these. I currently have 2 cream highlighters. I have the Flower Beauty Day Glow. This is so nice. It's like a really pretty, subtle highlighter. It just gives your skin more of a natural glow. And then I have this one from e.l.f. This one's the Jelly Pop Glow Stick. I think I'm going to keep the Jelly Pop Glow Stick in here for now. I've just been loving this one. I love them both, but the Jelly Pop Glow Stick is easy to use because it comes in that stick form. So you can just quickly draw it on the face, blend it out with your finger, and I think I'll take this one out for now. I think I'm going to take these Melt blushes out for now as well. These are the Digital Dust Duo blushes. This one is Raw Honey, which is actually a really pretty color for fall, but I just need to rotate out my blushes. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. And then this one is Queen Bee, which is like a pretty option if you like more of a bronzed look. I think I'll actually take this one out too. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. I kind of want to challenge myself to wear some blushes that I don't reach for as often. I got this Patrick Ta blush. This one is in the color She's Sincere. It's a nice, subtle blush. I think the formula is nice, but it's just not anything super impressive. At least that's how I've been feeling lately. So I think I'm going to give myself a break from using that and maybe come back to it. So I'm going to keep the Too Faced Peach Powder in here. That is one of my favorites. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the Essence All About Matte in here as well, just because I feel like I will still experience some really warm days where I need my makeup to stay in place really well. And then I have the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Putty Primer. I was so excited about this. I either just uploaded a video or I have one coming soon where I review a bunch of new drugstore makeup, and I like this one. The texture is very, very similar to the original putty primer, but I was hoping that it would have like green color correcting properties to it. But I think for now I'm going to take it out of my everyday makeup drawer because I am keeping the matte one in here. Okay, for bronzer, I have the Flower Beauty Heatwave Luminous Bronzer, which is such a nice option for every day. I also have the Milani Baked Bronzer, which I've been using this one so much this year. I think I'm going to take the Milani one out and give it a break just so I can focus on some other options, and I'll keep the Flower Beauty one in here. I'm also going to keep this Ulta Beauty cheek palette in here. This has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. I use this all the time. I'm going to take this Milani highlighter out for now. It's gorgeous. I just want to switch it up. I'm also going to take the Catrice Sungasm bronzer out for now as well. This is the Balms Take Home the Bronze. I'm going to keep this one just because I'm kind of working on finishing it up. It's not in my project pan. It's kind of like an unofficial project pan item. Same with this Too Faced bronzer. I'm getting so close to using it up. It is the Chocolate Gold bronzer. Mine actually broke because I brought it with me when we went out of town, and like half of it broke off. So I'm just going to try to use it up as much as possible this year. So for foundation, my go-to combination like pretty much this entire year has been the ColourPop Pretty Fresh and the Pure Love Your Selfie. But I want to switch it up for the month of, what month are we going into? September. So I think I'm actually going to take out the Pure Cosmetics one. The ColourPop one is my go-to. Like I wear this one on a daily basis. I'm wearing this today, but I also have this sample. This one is 70W. I need to purchase a darker shade because the light 45W is just a little bit too light for me right now. So I've either been mixing them or reaching for this one if I have a little bit of self-tanner on. I did get this LA Girl foundation. This is their Pro Matte Foundation. I have the shade Bisque. I think this will match me. I haven't even worn it yet just because I feel like I've been reaching for the same products over and over. So I am going to hang on to this one, keep it in my drawer. Okay, my camera keeps overheating, so I have to keep shutting it off. I think I need to speed this up a little bit. So I'm going to take out my Becca Cosmetics highlighters. These are my go-to, but the problem is when they are in my everyday makeup drawer, I don't end up reaching for anything else because they're my favorites. So I think I'm going to put them away for a little while, see if I can do it, and then maybe try some other formulas. I really like this Buxom highlighter. This one is in White Russian. It's a really beautiful like pearl with a little bit of a pink shift. But I think I'll take that one out for now. What else do I want to remove? I'm going to remove the Essence Make Me Brow. My go-to is just the e.l.f. one, so I don't think I need to keep that in my everyday makeup drawer for now. I have this peach lip balm from Milani, which I haven't been using a whole lot lately, so I'm going to take that out. I have the Milani concealer and then also the ColourPop concealer. I know that I have other concealers in my collection that I want to focus on, so I'm going to take those out. I'm going to keep the Kosas concealer in my everyday makeup drawer because I use this as a spot concealer. And then I'm also going to keep the Too Faced Born This Way because this one is my go-to. I've been wearing this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Amaze almost every single day. I've just been doing very, very basic eye makeup over the past week or two, and I feel like it's perfect because I'll just blend a bronzer in the crease and then take this on the lid. This is something that I tried a long time ago, but it's the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. So they sent this to me in the mail as PR, and I kind of want to try it as a spot concealer. I've done it a couple of times, but not enough to form like a good opinion on it because I have been spot concealing before I apply foundation. So I'm going to keep this in here as well. Somehow I have two of the Urban Decay All-Nighters. I don't know how that happened. This one is almost gone. So I'm going to keep this one in here and see if I can use that up. Oh, this one's like pretty much brand new. Don't know why I opened that when I have that one. Probably because it was hidden and I didn't realize I had it in here. This is the LYS Matte Bronzer, which I really like. So you know what, I'm going to take this out until I finish up the balms, take home the bronze, and then I'll put this back in. I have the M Cosmetics Blush in Faded Clementine. It's a really pretty, just like natural, kind of like peachy nude. It just gives my skin a really beautiful, healthy glow. I think I'm going to take it out for now. I just want to put some blushes in my drawer that are out of my comfort zone, which will just kind of force me to switch it up. So as for palettes, I'm just going to set them all to the side because I'm not sure which ones I'm going to focus on using during the fall. But right now I have the Natasha Denona Mini Retro in here, which I do love. I also have the Sunrise palette in my drawer, which I think is just a lot of fun for summer. This is the Urban Decay Velvetizer, which I usually use to set my under eye concealer. This is from Makeup by Mario. It is one of their highlighters. I actually haven't used this at all. I meant to use it, but you know what, I think because I haven't used it and it's been in here for a little while, I'm just going to pass this product along. It's obviously not something that really appeals to me if I haven't even used it once. I really like this product. It's the Kat Von D Dazzle Stick, and I have the shade Hail Surge. It's just like a cream shadow in a stick form, and it looks so pretty on the eyes. It's kind of similar to the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Amaze. So if you just want like a quick wash of like glittery, sparkly color, these are really nice. They stay in place well for me. They don't crease, but I know they do crease for some people, but I'm a fan. Let's take out these liquid shadows from Halsey. I really like these, but I've been focusing more on like sparkly eyes rather than matte eyes. So I'm just going to switch those out for now. And then I have two products from e.l.f. This needs to go in my lip product drawer. And then this is a really nice kind of like glowy serum that you can mix with your foundation or wear on its own as a base. So I'm going to keep that in here for now. I have the Flower Beauty Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray, which again, I just reviewed in that drugstore roundup video. I've been having fun playing around with it. It's not a staple for me, but I think I will keep it in here. I want to keep the majority of my eye products in here. I don't switch these out too much because once you open a mascara, I mean, you can't really take it out, leave it for a few months and bring it back. At least I don't like to do that. I like to just use them until they're dried out or expired or I realize I don't like them. So I'm going to hang on to these. And then it's time to let go of the Essence Lash Princess. This is one of my favorite mascaras. It's just been open for a really long time. I recently retried the ColourPop BFF mascara, and it's fine. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but it's just not a staple for me. So I'm going to actually declutter this one. And then I also recently tried the Too Faced Damn Girl again. I just feel like the wand, I don't know, it's a little bit too big. I don't know if it's any bigger than the Bite Beauty wand, but I feel like I have trouble with this one. Like it just makes such a mess on my lashes. So I'm going to declutter this one. I really don't like to have so many open mascaras in my collection. But again, I feel like my makeup drawer was just out of hand this month, so I didn't realize I had so many. I'm going to take the Better Than Sex waterproof version out of my everyday makeup drawer. My family and I are going to the beach in September, so I'll bring it with me then, and then I'll probably be finished with it at that point. But I do like this. It's my favorite waterproof mascara when I want a waterproof version. I just don't need it in my drawer until we go to the beach. I like the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. It's just not my go-to. I do have 2 of these e.l.f. brow gels open. They both still look good, so I need to focus on using those since I have 2 of them open. This one is dried out. I used this quite a bit. It's the Urban Decay Lash Freak, one of my favorites for sure, but I just need to take this out because I can count it as an empty now. This Urban Decay liner is empty as well. Again, I had opened a new one because this one was dried out, but I just didn't take it out of my drawer. And then I'm just going to take the e.l.f. brow pencil out right now just because I do have some other ones. Oh, did I finish it? No, I still have some left. I do have some other ones that I'm reaching for currently. And then in the back, I have the Urban Decay Hydromaniac, which I do want to keep in my drawer. And then I also have the LYS setting powder, which I haven't really used a whole lot. So I need to keep this in my drawer as well. So these are all of the products that I am taking out of my everyday makeup drawer. I'm not getting rid of anything. I don't feel like I need to declutter anything. I just did a declutter on my channel where I showed you guys products I was actually passing along. But there are a few things like the mascaras I told you that I don't like, and then I did use up a couple of products as well. But otherwise, the other products are just going back into my makeup collection to be used at a later time. What I'm going to do is take the rest of the products out, clean these containers, and then I'll go through my makeup collection and choose some new products to use for fall. I just realized I forgot to go through this second drawer. So I probably won't go through these just because these are kind of like staple products I use over and over. But over here, I mainly have eyeshadow palettes. I'm not sure which palettes I'm going to end up using for the fall, but this one is the Buxom Ash K Home palette. I have a bunch of these JCat Beauty palettes. This one is the Patrick Ta. I have these Natasha Denona palettes, which were actually like BoxyCharm exclusives, which I do love. And then, oh, I forgot that I got this. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. So I will put this in my drawer so I can really focus on using it. And then I will take this out of my drawer. It's just the Barbie ColourPop highlighter. So I have a tray up here and I'm just going to go through my drawers and see if there's anything that jumps out at me that I really want to use. So I've been using these Catrice blush boxes a lot lately. I kind of want some berry toned blushes. So I am going to use this Milani blush in the shade Berry Amore. I think it would be good to put that one in my drawer. I think I'll also put these Flower Beauty blushes in my drawer as well. This one is a really pretty berry. It's called Berry More. It's a little bit deeper, but you can use a lighter hand or you can build it up. And then I have more of like a soft blush that's more of an everyday color for my skin tone called Sweet Pea. I think I'll skip the Buxom blushes, the ColourPop blushes. So there is an Hourglass blush that I love to wear during the fall. I think it's this one, Euphoric Fusion. It's just a really pretty berry tone. I'm not currently purchasing from Hourglass, but I do still have some products in my collection from when I did purchase them, so I do still use them. This one is Mood Exposure. I think I'll include that one too. Over here I have cream blushes. So I do have that e.l.f. Cream Blush Quad, But I think I'm going to put my Tower 28 blushes in my drawer. So this one's in the shade Power Hour. I just purchased one called Magic Hour. I think it's actually over in my living room. Let me grab it. This one is Magic Hour. It's a little bit lighter. It's like a softer pink. It's kind of showing up a little bit more peachy on camera. That is a lot of blush. I think we're going to be focusing on blush this month, apparently. Here are my highlighters and bronzers. I actually don't have too many in my collection right now, so it's a little bit of a smaller collection. I'm not going to add any bronzers to my drawer this time around because I do have quite a few already in there that I'm focusing on using. But I will add some highlighters. So I took out my Becca highlighters. What should I use instead? You know what, let's go back here. So I have this Flower Beauty highlighter palette. I just recently got a new one. Mine was getting really old and they sent me a new one in the mail as PR. So I am going to put this in my drawer. I love the Flower Beauty highlighters and I feel like I haven't worn them a ton lately. So it'll be nice to have this. And then I'm going to put this NYX High Glass highlighter in my drawer as well. I can't decide if I like this or if it's just a little bit too subtle. So I feel like it will be a good time to test it out, make my mind up so I can decide if I want to keep it or declutter it. Okay, here is my current lip product drawer. These used to be in like different sections. I just ended up combining all of them. So I have these ColourPop lippy sticks in a different spot, but I just put them in here because when I don't have a shade that I want, I usually have one in this formula. I should go through and declutter these because I don't think I included them in my lip product declutter video. But anyway, here is a closer look. This one is a little bit messy because I don't usually pull out too many products. I usually just leave them in here and then reach for whatever I'm feeling on a specific day. So I feel like I could go through and just kind of reorganize this, but I'm not going to do that today. So is there anything I want to focus on? I actually have one of these deck of Scarlet lip oils that is so pretty for fall. It's this one. This one is Merlot Moves. It's not a long-lasting formula. It's definitely like a lip gloss, lip oil, lipstick hybrid, but I think it looks so pretty. So I am going to take this one and put it in this second drawer. Actually, I've been loving the Buxom lip glosses again lately, so I think I'll take the shade Claire. This is just like a really pretty pinky shade that I feel like will be nice for fall. These Makeup by Mario glosses are so pretty too. This one is in the color Mauve Nude. It's not a shade that I tend to wear a whole lot, but I feel like it will be nice for fall as well. So I'm going to move that one up a little bit so I make sure to use it. As for lipstick, I have been wearing the e.l.f. Sheer Slick lipstick in the shade Black Cherry a lot. So I'm going to move that one up just so I can reach for it really easily. I got this Flower Beauty Scribble stick in the mail a little while ago. It's in the shade Plum, what is it? Plumsicle. I guess you can use it as eyeshadow or lipstick. I don't like to mix my eye and lip products, so I kind of saved it as a lip product. I think I'm going to move this one up just because it's a really pretty deep vampy color too. The last thing I want to grab is just like a few of these darker Bite Beauty lipsticks. I honestly love all of these. I reach for them all the time. It's just such a nice formula. It's not completely matte. It has a little bit more of like a satin finish, but it just stays in place really well and it's so comfortable on the lips. So this is my eyeshadow palette drawer. I also have eyeshadow palettes in this drawer. I'm going to come back to those at the very end. So in here I have cream eyeshadows. I don't think I'm going to pull any of those out. These are just eyeliners. I don't usually reach for specific ones. Okay, it's a little bit later. I had to charge my camera, but I am back to finish this up. So over here I have ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I split them up. These are the ones that I think are still available. These have been discontinued, but they're still good, so I use them. I am going to put some of these in my everyday makeup drawer because I have been playing around a lot with the shade Amaze. I also love this one from the Raw Beauty Christie collab called Campfire. Actually, all of hers are pretty. I think I'll also take Mycelium. And then maybe just one more, like maybe more of a brown. This one is called Rosebud. I think I'll take that one too. Okay, so this is my face product drawer. I have all of my base products in here. So this will be my last stop before I look at eyeshadow palettes. So over here I have setting sprays and priming sprays. I do want like a really hydrating priming spray. This one is good. This one's the e.l.f. Jen Atkin. Actually, I think I'll go with this one because I got this in a FabFitFun box and I really like it. It's been a little while since I've used it. I'm not always in a setting spray or priming spray mood. Up on top of my makeup, I do have the Smashbox Primer Water and the e.l.f. Matte Spray, but I think I'll put this one in my drawer as well. I feel like this is just a fun option for fall or summer heading into fall. Then I have concealers. So I think I kept two in my drawer from last time. I actually got this one, which I haven't tried yet. It's from JCat Beauty. It is the Stay Assurance Concealer. I have the shade Custard, which might be a little bit light, but I am curious to try out this formula, so I think I'll move this one to my everyday makeup drawer. And actually, I missed these. These are the e.l.f. Flawless Concealers, Flawless Brightening Concealers. I'm going to put those back in my drawer too. I'm not sure if I need to move any primers because I do feel like I have a good amount of primers, a good amount of powders, and then I think I'm pretty set with foundations too. Actually, yeah, I think I'm pretty good with base products for now because I did keep quite a few base products in there. So let's choose eyeshadow palettes. Okay, I put all of my eyeshadow palettes back that were in my drawer, but I think I might use a few of the same ones. I don't want to overload my everyday makeup drawer with eyeshadow palettes because then I just don't get to all of them. So for now, I think I'm going to choose 5. I do want to use the Buxom Ash K Home palette again. This one is so perfect for fall. I love the colors in here. This formula is amazing, so much better than their other palettes. So I am going to move this one to my drawer. I'm also going to use ColourPop's Lust for Dusk again. I don't know, this palette just kind of screams fall to me. I feel like the colors are perfect for fall. I love the textures. So that's 2. I think I'm actually going to go with this one back here. I was thinking about Urban Decay's Naked Honey, which I do love, but I think it's been I can't get it. I think it's been a little while since I've really focused on using the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. And I saw this at the Ulta at Target location again, and it just reminded me how much I love it. I feel like it is the perfect staple fall palette. So I'll go with this one. That is 3. I have eyeshadow palettes in this drawer too. These are all of my like drugstore and small eyeshadow palettes. The truth is, even though I'll only have 5 palettes in my everyday makeup drawer, I still go into these drawers all the time and choose different palettes to wear. It just kind of depends on the mood I'm in, honestly. Okay, I think I'll go with one of the JCat Beauty palettes. These are just so good. The shimmers especially are amazing. I think I might go with this one, this pink and purple toned one. I feel like I love a good berry eye for the fall season too. I've been using this one a lot, and it is perfect if you love like smokier neutrals, but I haven't really used this one, so I think I'm going to put this one in my drawer. And then I think I'll take one of the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadow palettes, maybe this berry one as well, because I do have a lot of neutrals in there. This one is called Berry Bad, and it is one of my favorites. So I think I'll stick with those 5 for now. Ooh, I kind of want to put this palette in there too. This one is the M Cosmetics Faded Clementine palette. I really miss wearing it. I haven't worn it in a little while because I took it out of my last everyday makeup drawer. So I'm going to put this one in there too. Okay, here's a look at my everyday makeup drawer. These are all of the products I'll be using over the next few months. There are still a lot of products in here, so there are quite a few. I'll probably keep them in here for at least 2 months. There is one more section I want to go through. I have a bin with products that I recently purchased or received as PR, so I'm going to choose some of those and put them in the second drawer. Okay, starting with this tray, I purchased the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation again recently. It's been a little while since I've had this in my collection. I think I'll actually wait on this one just because it's still pretty warm, and this is probably something I'll end up reaching for more once the weather changes, so I might wait on that one. But I finally got the 2 other shades of the Profusion Juicy Lip Tint. I got the orange one and the berry one. So these are going to go in my drawer because I definitely want to start using these. I've really been loving these Catrice palettes, so I'll just continue to keep using them. So I think I'll add these to my drawer as well. And then I just have a couple of other things. So I have some LA Girl lip liners. This is from the brand Lawless. It is the Conceal the Deal foundation. I actually went to a Zoom call where the founder was talking about this, and it sounds amazing. It's supposed to be very lightweight, just give your skin like a smooth, even look. So I'm going to put this to the test as well. And then this section is just products I've gotten in the mail as PR that caught my eye. Typically when I get PR in the mail, I'll just kind of go through it as soon as it gets here, and I'll choose products to donate, products to give away, products to pass along to friends and family. And then anything that I think I might want to try, I'll put in this bin. So what I'll do is just kind of set this to the side, and then throughout the month of September, I'll kind of choose a few products each week to test out for some upcoming videos. But I'll give you guys a look at what I have in here. There are some products from Haley's Beauty. This is the Blurring Full Coverage Concealer. And then I did get quite a few lip products from the brand About Face. I haven't tried these matte lip paints, so I'm definitely curious to test them out. I do really like their lip liners. They're really nice. They're just smooth and creamy, and then they also sent me some lip glosses. So I'll probably test out like a shade or two of each one to see what the formula is like and let you guys know what I think in an upcoming review video. I did get some products from Lottie London, which I haven't tried. I know this brand is sold at Ulta. I think it's at Walmart as well, and it is more of an affordable brand. So I wanted to put some of those products to the test. And then I also got some products from this brand that's also sold at Ulta now. So I'm going to take a look at those and test them out. They're cruelty-free, vegan. These are stick bronzers, and then there's also an overnight facial glow. So I just thought I would give you guys a look at some of the products I probably will be using throughout the month of September. I don't think I'm going to put all of these in my everyday makeup drawer. I don't like to do that because if I don't get to them within like 3 weeks, then I end up passing them along so they don't just sit in my collection going unused, if that makes sense. But I just thought I would give you a look because you might see these on my channel very soon. So that is pretty much it for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as I chose some of the products I'll be focusing on for the next month or two. If you guys liked this style of video, let me know and I can be sure to film them more often. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye.